Hi everyone, my name is Graeme Illman and I'm the Executive Director of Ratanak International, and I just want to bring you an update of some of the things that are happening in Cambodia right now. If you have been following international news, you may know that COVID cases in Cambodia have surged since about late February, and up until now, Cambodia has really been spared from this global pandemic. There hasn't been a lot of COVID cases in the country, but in the last few weeks that has really changed and really surged, unfortunately. So there's about 2,000 cases in Cambodia right now, about 900 people in hospital, and 5 deaths, unfortunately. So that doesn't sound like an awful lot in terms of North American standards, what we have endured, but for a country like Cambodia, this is very serious, and so we want to be prayerful for them during this time. Just found out that masks have become mandatory in the capital city of Phnom Penh and the surrounding provinces. So anxiety is just up for the country. And so let's be prayerful for them. In terms of the staff, for sure, our staff are concerned. They're concerned for their safety for themselves and for their extended family members. We've increased our COVID protocols within our transitional home again, and a lot of the staff are working from home. So there's just a bit more of anxiety and fear amongst the staff, understandably so. And so we want to be prayerful for them during this difficult time. In terms of our clients themselves, we have about 150 clients, both men and women, in our program right now. We have had 40 new clients in 2021 already, including 16 so far in the month of March, which is considerable. At the time of my recording of this, there have been 4 new clients that have come to the transitional home in the last 24 hours, and that has made for a very busy time for our staff. And because of that busy time and because of the increase in COVID, there's a couple of prayer requests that we have for you particularly. I spoke with Tony, our field office director, just last night, and he asked me to ask you to be praying for a couple of things particularly. One is limited travel. Our staff are not able to do a lot of travel to the provinces right now to visit a lot of our clients just because of COVID. Just interprovincial travel is really limited. So that makes for a challenging time for our staff to be caring for the clients remotely by phone, etc. So let's be praying for our staff during this time as they try and care for the clients from a distance. And also the second request is just particularly for police visits. All of the clients who come into our program have to go through a police visit with the Department of Anti-Human Trafficking, and that is complicated right now because a lot of the government departments are shutting down, working remotely because of COVID. And so to get our clients through these police visits is just becoming complicated right now. The coordination is complicated, and that adds stress to our clients. They find these interviews with the police stressful to begin with, as you can understand, and so trying to coordinate this during a time of COVID adds complication and just adds to the stress. So let's be in prayer that these visits would go smoothly, we'd be able to get them coordinated, and it's really an important step for our clients to go through. I want to close just with a few verses from Psalm 69. As a staff, we read this just a few weeks ago, and it's a prayer for deliverance, and it occurs to me that we can be praying these words, these psalmist words, on behalf of the men and women that we serve. And so I just want to read a couple of verses from Psalm 69. It's as I say, a prayer for deliverance. It says this: "Save me, O God, for the waters have come up to my neck. I sink in deep mire where there is no foothold. I have come into deep waters, and the flood sweeps over me. I am weary with my crying, and my throat is parched. My eyes grow dim with waiting for my God. But as for me, my prayer is to you, O Lord. At an acceptable time, O God, in the abundance of your steadfast love, answer me. With your faithful help, rescue me from sinking in the mire. Answer me, O Lord, for your steadfast love is good. According to your abundant mercy, turn to me." These are powerful words, and it occurs to me that these are words that we can be praying on behalf of the men and women who are in our program or who are yet to be in our program, who are still in situations of slavery and trafficking. We can be praying these words on their behalf, asking God to intercede. And then here's the great thing. We can actually be an answer to our own prayer. We can be the hands and feet of Jesus in helping these men and women experience freedom. And you are doing that as you support Ratanak in prayer and financially. We're partnering together to see God answer this prayer and to see God bring freedom to these precious men and women. So thanks so much for standing with us. Take care.